Hello, and this is Sunny, and we are in her lovely shop called Serendipity, which is in Bovey Tracy in Devon, and it really is a lovely shop. So if you are in the area, please do come and visit. But if you remember from my Christmas project, I've been making these lovely stars. There's a bigger one. Well, Sunny is an expert English paper piecer, so she's going to give me a few tips, because I am aware, for instance, that I probably use too many stitches when stitching my pieces together. So, and I had a problem then in that my stitches went at a diagonal and showed up too much on the front. So Sunny's going to give us some tips on how to try and avoid that. So I'll pass it over to you. These are some little bits I got ready earlier.
So we've just got the two halves. Now, personally, you said I was an expert. Expert.
There's
lots of different ways of doing things. So this is just how I do it. So I always use one of the quilting clips to hold it together. And when I'm putting the two halves together, I like to start in the middle and then work my way outwards. That way you always have a really nice center, and you know, we want all our seams to match up beautifully. So on a piece like this, I'll put the clip on there and I would start sewing right in the center there. I'll push the other, all your little corners out of the way so they're not going to get in my way. And we need obviously a good knot in there.
Oh, that's a clever way of doing it.
This is a quilter's knot. I can do a slow version for you later,
please,
if you like.
Yes, is that because it's more secure?
A quilter's knot generally is for when you quilt any patchwork, so it gives you a nice knot. That's quite a flat knot, so you can pull it through your layers so that you don't have any knots on the outside anywhere.
Oh, okay.
But I've just learnt how to do that knot, and that's my go-to knot. So when I do it for things like this, I wrap it around the needle about 4 or 5 times so that I get a really good knot. When I'm quilting, I just do it twice, and that gives you enough to just pull it through, but then it gets stuck in between your layers so you don't see anything.
Okay, that's a handy tip.
So there we go. I'm just going to start in the centre.
Do you want to sort of tip your work a little bit? So we're just trying. We're here. Sorry if we cut our heads off a little bit, but we were just trying to find the quietest part of the shop so that we can do this. And this seemed to be the best place. So we're doing our best to show you.
We have lots of classes and sew sisters. So our workroom is full at the moment. Hopefully they won't say anything too crazy today. So as you can see, I'm going slightly on a diagonal, and I'm just picking up just the outer bits of the fabric. Where the fabric has gone round the paper, it is just the fabric that I'm catching. I'm not going anywhere near the papers. Obviously sometimes you will accidentally catch them, but the idea is to just do your fabric.
So when I'm stitching, for instance, do you think I should half my number of stitches I use?
I think so. I don't know if you can see here. I'm just, yes, what measurement is that? A millimetre, maybe a millimetre apart each time.
And then pull the stitch tight.
Yes.
Otherwise, I'll get the gaps as I was getting.
We definitely want to pull it nice and tight. And as I'm going, I'm just pushing this clip out of the way so it doesn't get in my way. Nearly at the end there. Now, I always use a thimble, so my fingers are a bit sore. There we we go. I'm doing a passacaglia quilt at the moment. Have you ever heard of that? Passacaglia.
No.
It's
You have
all
to
paper
give us
piecing.
Is it here? Can you show
It's
it to us?
not here.
Oh,
No, it's
that's a
at home. It's one of those things that I just... Oh, and I'm just finishing off here with like 3 back stitches, and then the last one I go through the loop to make sure it's really,
I'll move over
really
a bit
tight.
so you can reach the...
There we go. I'll just do that last one once more. I'd go to do a back stitch, and then I put my needle.
Okay. What I might do
through
in a
that
minute actually is face the camera down, and then you can just do the next row
Yes.
so that they can see it a little bit more.
Yeah.
So, but we'll wait until the end till we do that. So,
Got handy scissors.
oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah,
Okay.
we've got a weird little loop there at the end. We'll ignore that. But there we go. You can barely see my stitches there. And if anyone is that close to your work, then you shouldn't be friends with them.
You should be what?
You shouldn't be friends
Oh,
with
really?
them.
Oh, okay, then I'll bear that in mind.
And you can see once I've done the other half that this would fit perfectly and all your seams will be perfectly lined up, which is what we
So
like.
that was very helpful. That was lovely. I shall be putting those into practice next time. Now, the other problem I had was, as I was telling you, these little ears. And I have been, because actually once you turn them inside out or when you sew over them,
Yeah.
depending with, I've made mine set differently. These I've made wrong sides together, and I've not removed the, oh gosh, what's it called?
Oh, yes.
You don't remove it, it's a fabric. So I've stitched on the outside, and when you have to put these in, hide the ears so you can stitch around it. And when I've made them this way, and I've put the two wrong sides together, and then taken the papers out and oversewed it and then taken the papers out. I then have to turn it inside out to get to the corners, as you can see, to push the corners out. Now, I'd like what I've been doing is I've been cutting mine. I don't know if I've been, if I've been doing it correctly, but I've been cutting mine as a bit of an angle, like that. And then I've been using some glue to glue it down, and I've probably not been as brave as I was there to cut some off, because obviously I don't want it to fray at the top. So it would be lovely to have some tips from you on how to deal with those.
Cutting them back, absolutely. Once you've sewn it all together, so you sew it all together, then you have a gap, you turn it inside out again, and you take your papers out. So if I were you, I'd probably really reinforce with my stitches all the points.
Okay.
So maybe once you've gone all the way round stitching, do these points again so that, yes, you can cut these right back, and then you don't need to glue them anymore because they'll just be loose inside, and that's fine, and they won't fray if you.
And I suppose it's not like using, if you make a throw for the bed. It's been moved around a lot. These really just come out once a year, hang on the tree, and then go back again.
Exactly,
So,
you won't need to wash them or anything, but it's just about getting your points really nice and pointy. Obviously, you'll never get them looking like this.
No.
Like on this one, you can really see those points. You'll never get that if you're turning them.
No, like that.
But
so would you say that's okay, or do you think I could improve on my points?
I think you can improve a little bit. Have you got a good pokey stick?
Oh, okay. I've been using a crochet hook.
Oh, okay.
But
they're
I find
a little bit sharp.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I still find I'm not. I think I have to be a little bit more.
Yes.
I think I have to be braver.
Yes. As you're doing, push it in and twist and apply some pressure like you're doing there.
See, that one I'm really struggling with.
Yeah.
So I wonder if I left too much fabric in that one.
I think so. If you don't mind me just turning it. But yeah, this is what we call a pokey stick, but it's just the cheapest chopstick you can get.
Oh, okay.
And because they are the cheapest, they've got a really nice blunt end, and they have a bit of texture. If you get really nice chopsticks, they're always really nice and smooth and lacquered and beautiful. But no, you want the cheap nasty ones because you want it to have a little bit of friction on your fabric. So
And would you find those on Amazon?
I probably should be advertising, but we get them from Wagamamas. Anytime
Okay,
we go
no,
to
that's all right, don't worry, I don't mind.
they're quite,
So you go to Wagamama and make sure you've got a few in your bag.
yes,
when you
and
leave.
they're very good and just giving you, chopsticks if you need them. And they always ask,
I've
what
never
are you
been,
using?
so I
them
think
for?"
I need to go.
Oh, it's very nice food as well. Yes. So you've chopped the top off, but what I would do as
Oh, I
well,
have, yeah.
yes. So she's chopped right to the stitching, which is perfect. But I would also chop these little side bits off slightly.
Okay.
So just take as much of that excess fabric away without going through your stitches.
Stand.
There we go. And then we get our pokey stick again.
Oh, that looks better already.
There we go.
Fantastic.
And that's a really nice point. And then you use this for stuffing as well.
Oh, yes, that's a good idea.
Yes,
So I should be able to
because,
get it
yeah.
back up. So
And
I-
really small pieces, when you're stuffing things like this, it really is a matter of small pieces and
Right.
building it all up.
Okay, I think that
And
I've made
because
the
they're-
mistake there of not getting small enough pieces. in.
Exactly, yes.
Yeah.
So some of these are missing a little bit
Yeah,
of the stuffing in the
exactly.
points.
Yeah,
And because this is a little bit rough, perfect for stuffing,
okay.
especially getting like right in those like little corners. And when you have bigger pieces, then you can use the other end. But
Okay.
yeah, getting it right up into those little points.
Brilliant.
Pokey
Thank
stick.
you. So what was the other tip I wanted? I think that was it actually, was it with the stars? Can you remember anything? No. I think that's
yes.
it.
They're lovely. They're
I have-
absolutely lovely.
With my stars, do you see I've put a tassel on here, a hanger on here. But I know jolly well with this ribbon, when I hang them on the Christmas tree, seeing all those hangers is going to really annoy me. So I'm going to get some slightly thicker green thread and attach it there because it will disappear
Yeah.
into the back of the Christmas tree, and I really think that will really annoy me. So that's why I haven't added them to my other stars.
If it's a contrast one to make it
Can
stand
make bigger
out.
ones too, and little ones, and middle-sized ones. There we go.
I like that you've got the little beads in
Yes,
them as
I've
well.
had
Add
those-
a nice little
I
sparkle.
got all of those beads. I think it looks better with a bead than without.
Yeah, because it pulls it all together, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
and it just looks prettier, doesn't it? It looks finished off.
Yes.
But I got all these beads, it must have been nearly 15, 20 years ago, from a company called Jilly Beads online. And sadly, she's closed now. I don't think there was anything wrong with the business. I think she just retired and closed the business. And so you can get beads anywhere else, but I just loved her website because it's so clear
yes.
and lovely. But I'm so glad I've now
Now you can use them.
been using them after all this time. Anyway, thank you, lovely, and your tips have been so welcome, and I know everybody else will love that too.
Yeah.
So thank you.